Hi guys, it's Shell, Sunbury Housewives. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to our channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see future videos. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I strip a tumbler, and it's super easy. Well, it was supposed to be super easy, and you'll see why. Normally this goes super smoothly, and this one gave me some issues. So I just start by taking my Exacto knife, making sure it's on there really tight. And I just take my Exacto knife and I just score down the entire tumbler. This gives the heat gun some leverage to get up underneath there and heat up the tumbler and soften the epoxy. So I just go and give a couple score marks around the tumbler. So then I just take my heat gun and just go over the tumbler back and forth. I don't stay in one spot too long, just to soften the epoxy. While doing this, you do want to make sure that you are wearing your face mask. Is it a face mask? It's not really a face mask. Your protective mask, because you are softening that epoxy and releasing those chemicals. So you just want to protect yourself. And once you've softened that epoxy a little bit, then you can take your Exacto knife and start to pull back some of that epoxy. Normally, and I'll do another tutorial when I do another one of these, it just lifts right off and peels away, no problem. This one, however, did not do exactly as every single one that I've ever done. It started coming off in little chunks, and then you'll see where it did come off in a big sheet like it normally does. But I think I know what the problem was. Of course, this one has many layers of epoxy like any tumbler does, but you'll see as I get into this kind of where I think the problem is. But right now, the first layer that you see coming off is the final two. I think it was the final layer, which is, no, it was the final two layers. I don't know. I did this tumbler so long ago. But I had done a water slide, and what's coming up now is the water slide and the last two layers of epoxy. So at this point, it's just coming off in little teeny tiny chunks, and I was really confused as to why this really hadn't happened before. Typically I can get a tumbler stripped in with all of the layers off in about 10 minutes, and this one I'm just struggling with. It's just coming off in little tiny chunks, and I grabbed this little scraper tool to see if I could just get some kind of leverage under. I mean, this was just not letting go. So I was able to keep heating it up and peeling it off. And it was about this point that I started to realize that I think I might know what the problem was. Underneath, you can see some sort of a design coming through. And this is a tumbler that I had reused that was a sublimation tumbler that I had messed up on. And so I had decided that since I'd already messed up on a sublimation, that I'll just use it for epoxy. And I don't know, with that being a sublimation, if that had anything to do with it. But that's the only thing different with that sublimation coating and then epoxied over it that I can find that there's any difference with it not coming off like it normally does. So that's the only thing I can come up with. I'm sorry if you can hear my grandson in the back. I can't keep him quiet ever. So anyway, I'm going to keep continuing. I just keep scoring and heating up and taking my scraper tool. And this does have 2 full layers of glitter on it. This took me about 2 hours to get the entire glitter off. I finally ended up getting into some sort of rhythm where I would just jam that tool in there and just kind of layer it back. But even then, it still had a very light coat of glitter over the entire thing that I ended up having to sand off completely at the end. But this stripping of this particular tumbler was a complete pain in the butt. I will in the future show you how I do another tumbler that it goes completely smooth. But yeah, this was the oddest tumbler and the most difficult tumbler I have ever stripped. So now comes the sanding. So I just go ahead and I sand down until you get all the stainless. Now I'm not going to be able to get every single piece off unless I took a power sander, but I just sand it until it's at least smooth. And then I take my 91% alcohol and I clean this tumbler until that paper towel is clean. I just keep wiping until you'll see black on the paper towel. See, there you go. And then I just keep wiping it until that paper towel has nothing left on it. I get new paper towels. And then, yeah, so that is how I strip a tumbler. Again, I will do another one of these in the future where it's not quite as difficult, so you'll see how actually easy it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and just a little side note, the next time you see this tumbler, it's actually going to be the next video I do, I believe. And I'll be taking this same tumbler and turning it into something really super cute. I'm in the process of making it. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a great big thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.